Hey y'all, I'm so freaking excited. Donnell Jones is about to enter into the room really soon. I have to have a brief conversation with him first, but I just want to document this bitch, okay? I'm so happy. I'm just so happy because I didn't even think I would make it this far. I swear. And not like that, like I didn't believe in myself, but I'm just saying, like, this is cool. Okay, it's dope. It's dope, like for real. From just like from the first encounters, we had great chemistry, great vibes. We both from Chicago, so it's dope to me. So stay tuned. Yes.
Hey, Chi-Town, and welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, and I'm dope, funny, and goofy. And you guys just never know who I'll be interviewing next because I love people and I love giving back. So join me on this magical journey from hidden underground talents to legendary film directors across the world. Or watch me get hyped off solo music reviews from cool tracks to hip hop beats. Cause we now streaming on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. It's Mzhiphop and we live, baby. Time to represent Chicago's #1 podcast, Speak Your Mind.
Hey Chicago, what's up? And welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Mzhiphop. All right. And today, y'all, is a very special and blessed day. Okay. Very dope. We have an iconic, legendary superstar up in the house. Okay. He is the king of R&B, period. The love doctor, the guru of all baby making music. Okay. And it's just really special because he took a 7-year hiatus in the industry and he's finally back with his 7-track, 7-studio album entitled 100% Free. Okay? So, you guys, without further ado, bringing up next to the mic, Chicago's very own Donell Jones.
Woo! What's poppin'?
What's good,
What's up,
man?
baby girl? How you doing?
I'm dope. I'm great.
Love that intro. Okay.
For sure. So, Donnell, here at Speak Your Mind Radio, brother, we do a traditional icebreaker question for all the artists. So let's get started.
Okay.
All right. Donnell, how well do you work under pressure?
Very well. It brings out the best in me. When I started this album, I was supposed to start it like around maybe September.
Mm-hmm.
The album was slated to come out in December. I didn't get started until November. I had already had Karma done, but I hadn't had anything else done. So I just got to work. And, for me, I feel like my best work comes at the end. So I really wanted to challenge myself and just see what the universe would put inside of me. And those songs is what came out.
All right, yeah, for sure. I checked out the whole entire album, so I definitely got some questions. Did you intentionally set it for 7 tracks?
It's all intentional. 7. I've been going for 7 years. Mm-hmm. It's 7 tracks on the album, and it's my 7th studio album. So that's 777. That's completion, and that means a lot to me. It means I'm completing my journey, and number 8 will be the beginning of a new journey.
Whoop whoop.
Yes.
Yes. I love numbers, so I felt that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so describe some of your personal struggles that you had to help you along the way in creating this project for everybody, because 100% Free felt like it was a piece of your transformational journey back into music.
Yeah. I would say about maybe 13 years ago, my life started to change. I had put out an album called Lyrics, and in that particular album, you can tell what I'm going through because most of the songs are about cheating. They're about, it's just I got a song called Blackmail. I mean, it's just a lot of songs that are not positive. You know what I'm saying? And then my life started to change. I had a lot of negative thoughts going on in my head. And one day I decided to ask Twitter. I said, yo, what could I do about, these negative thoughts? And somebody had suggested that I try meditation. So about 13 years ago, I tried. The first time I tried, I had the most excruciating headache ever. Because my body wasn't used to it. It wasn't something I had never done before. So it was very hard for me to sit in silence and still, because the thoughts were just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept at it. I kept doing it. And I just started to realize that, wow, things started to slow down. Then I started to see things a different way. Then I started to understand that, wait a minute, these are just thoughts. These are just suggestions. I don't have to do any of them. I can just sit here in silence and just watch them go by like clouds in the sky. Because one thought comes, if you pay no attention to it, it's gonna leave. So everything is really pretty much about whatever you pay attention to, And so when I stopped paying attention to the negative things, all of a sudden they just started to disappear, And it may sound easy, but it really is. It's easy to really just sit back and just allow whatever's supposed to happen in life happen. It's a wave. You ride that wave, but also you understand that you are in control of it.
That was beautiful. That was freaking beautiful. That's why you're the king of R&B, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all ain't know, 90s, like, go back, knocks me off my feet, honey. Okay, my heart, the first album, 96. Don't do me, okay?
You know what? But to be honest with you, you know what? I really don't. I think that we all are kings. And not to slight what you said, but I think we all are kings. I really don't believe in that because I feel like time is not going to end. And there will be so many more great people that come. So we can never really say who is the king or who is this or who is that. But what we can say is look at their work and see what they did. And if you touch somebody or if you made somebody feel better through music, then I've accomplished my goal.
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, you definitely, for sure. Like, kudos to you on that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And let's just get straight into more of the music. Let me ask you, how important is it for you to kind of bridge that gap of the generations of fans in your music?
It's very important for me. Because I grew up off of Teddy Pendergrass, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, the Isley Brothers. And when I fell in love with that music, it really touched me. And then I also fell in love with hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip hop came and I fell in love with that music. So for me, when in the 90s, we bridged that gap by going back and sampling some of those records and singing new songs on top of it, and that flow never stopped. And that's exactly what the new generation is doing. They're going back now and sampling the 90s, which I love. Because that's what we started. We started that whole sampling old records and singing over them. Well, the hip hop generation did, and then hip hop R&B came in. And I just feel like it's very important to bridge that gap. But I also feel it's important to just sing about love and just have a better subject matter, because I think lyrically we could be better.
Definitely. And Donnel, I think you did a fantastic job in doing so, because I talk to many artists all the time. I talked to one artist in LA, Kai the artist, okay? And he sampled your song, Where I Want to Be, with his own little twist called Love Me. And I'm like, what a dope way to pay homage to the king of R&B. I can't keep saying it. I think.
Right. I bet. You know what? I welcome anybody who samples my records. Funny thing is Blix, this guy named Blix out of LA sampled my record. Roddy Ricch sampled one of my records. I think Ballin' is they sampled Get It Together from 702, and that's my record.
They sure
I wrote and produced that record. So Selma Walker sampled that record. It's just so many people that are going back and sampling these old songs that I created, and for me it's amazing because it's almost like it's like a fresh start, you know. So it's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. And speaking of beautiful, Your first single on 100% Free, the album, was Payback Karma.
Yes.
And you actually came here to Chicago to shoot the first video ever in your whole entire career.
Yes.
Donnell, why did you wait so long?
You know what? I don't know. I was really quiet during my career with LaFace Records and Arista. You know, for me, I was just an artist. You know, I really didn't care too much about where we did things or how we did it, because I really didn't pay attention to that kind of stuff. My thing was I was more into, I want to get in the studio. I want to make the music. You know, I really hated going and doing the promotional stuff. I loved being on stage and making the music in the studio. So I really didn't care where we did the videos. But it just dawned on me that, damn, I never shot a video in my own hometown.
Wow.
So I thought it was really important for me to do that this time around. And not to mention, you know, I'm in charge of my career now. And, you know, I'm on my own record company. So I'm paying the money. So I might as well just do what I want to do. And it felt really good to come back home and shoot that video, for real.
I bet it did. I felt that energy. And you just said you do your own thing. You in charge of your music, which means a lot of your fans don't know that you produce your own music. But my question to you is, do you engineer the sound too?
You know what? I record myself. I do all of that. I all the instruments except for the guitars. I got a dope brother by the name of Charles Pettaway who plays the guitar for me. But other than that, I do everything. I don't mix and master it. Now I send that to somebody else to mix and master it. But everything outside of that, I do it all.
Cool. That is so freaking dope. Okay. There was a track. I think it was track 5. I Do on the album 100% Free. Talk about that, because you just paid homage to House altogether.
That's such a vibe. When I made that track, all I was thinking about was back in the days, like when my mom used to have a lot of house parties. I used to have my bugle boys on with my penny loafers with the quarter in them, and we used to be jacking it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just reminded me of house music the way it was created. Mm-hmm. You know, I used to love Steve Silk Hurley, Jam Silk, Farley Jack, Master Funk. All of that, like, we used to listen to that. Marshall Jefferson.
Wow.
Them joints, that was fire. And Chicago created that music. So I've always loved that type of music, but I never could really do it because I was on LaFace Records. And they were an R&B company. So I said that, you know what, when I get my own joint, I'm gonna do the type of music that I love to do. And I'm gonna branch out and do some different things. You know, quite naturally, people like to put you in boxes, but I'm like, this time around, man, I'm just gonna branch out and do what I feel. And that came to me, and that's what happened.
Speaking of owning your own record company, like, how did that? I mean, I know how it came about, so I feel like I do. I'm just asking you, how did you name the company, and how many artists do you have on your label?
Well, Candyman was it was something that came to me a long time ago. That's been the name of my company since I started. And the reason why I got that name is because, you know, back in the days, I used to just eat so much candy, and people would call me Candyman. This was before the Crazy movie came out, so so it didn't have anything to do with the movie. It had already had a name before the movie. It was just I just was into eating a lot of candy at that particular time, you know. So and people call me that, so that's what I named my company. But as far as artist wise, I don't have any artists on my label, and I really don't plan to. If I do, it had to be somebody really, really special, because for me, I know how I am as an artist, and it's really, really hard to put somebody else's career into your hands. Yeah. Because if it don't go well, they always gonna blame you. So for me, I'd much rather be in charge of my own career. If there's a young artist out there, I'll show them how to create their own label so they can be in charge of their own career, and maybe I'll just come in and help them with the music. But I don't want to be in charge of somebody else's career, because I mean, it's really, really hard to make it in this business, and that's not my thing.
Yeah,
honestly, it's not my thing. Yeah,
I hear you. So you I love it. You're a true artist.
Yeah, I am. I ain't gonna lie.
You created a label just for yourself to take care of yourself. I think that's really cool. And speaking of taking care of yourself, I see you and Kenya out there. Kenya is his publicist, y'all. Shout out to freaking Kenya.
Yeah, shout out Kenya.
Yeah, y'all be taking little 5-mile walks. You do that every single day. And how long have you been doing that?
Well, I've been doing that since actually since the beginning of 2020. I started, and I try to do it every day. I don't make it every day because sometimes I got interviews, sometimes I got stuff to do, but I try to do it every day. I try to get out and walk 5 miles a day. That's roughly around about 10,000 steps.
Wow.
And I just feel like it really does something for me. It opens me up. I can get a clear mind when I'm walking. I'm meditating while I'm walking, so it feels good.
That's dope, man. Like you really taking care of your body, and the inside and outside matters. So
It
that's
does.
really cool.
It really does.
Yeah. So let's talk more about, because you know what? You said the album 100% Free was actually supposed to come out around December, and I remember that too.
Yeah.
And I also remember you saying in another previous interview that you were working on a second
Yes.
collaboration with.
Yep.
You still in the process?
Yeah, I'm still in the process. That album will be called Elevate, and the 100% Free album is more of a concept album. I did this album because, again, at the beginning of the pandemic, I got a strong idea that I should create a free album and I should call it 100% Free and give it to the fans and just try to promote some love. Because, a lot of people was in the house. A lot of people were feeling down about losing their loved ones to this virus. And, a lot of people were less fortunate. They lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their businesses.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to just create something. God blessed me with this talent. And I just wanted to give it to the people for free. I didn't pay for the talent, so why not? And this whole 100% Free album was created just off of love, And again, I wanted to do different types of genres of music so I can reach different people.
Mm-hmm.
If I did a whole album of R&B, I'm only just reaching the R&B people. So I try to do some different music so I can reach as many people as I can with the message of love.
And you did just that because you had so many different genres of music on there. I like the reggae joint. It just gave you a good feel vibe, and you did it just right and everything.
Thank you.
And the house music, I know I keep talking about it, but it's just so special. The I Do joint, that was your first time doing house music, brother. That felt like you've been doing that forever. I promise.
Honestly, it's not my first time doing house music. It's my first time that the world has heard it. Because I do all kinds of music. I do rock and roll. I got some rock songs. I got all kind of songs. I'm a creator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never want to get put in a box. But again, I could never show different sides of my talent because I was with a record label, and they only wanted certain things a certain kind of way.
Right.
So I was never able to show that side of myself. But I've been loving house music. I grew up off house music. So why wouldn't I want to show that side of myself? I just never could. Mm-hmm. And now that I'm in charge of my own career, I can do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah. That is so awesome. So, Donnel, before we end this interview, I just want to ask, some fun questions,
Sure.
Yeah, because your fans want to get to know you even more. So, okay, let's shoot. How many kids do you have?
I have 6 kids, 5 girls and 1 boy.
Wow.
Yes.
Is the boy the youngest or the oldest?
He's the youngest.
Hey.
He's the youngest. My little man.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I got him now at this age that I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Because I get to watch him grow.
Yeah.
I'm a different person than I was back then. So it's beautiful.
I know. That's so sweet. They must be really proud of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I love them so much.
I love kids too. I love kids. They are so dope to me. Okay, Donnel, let me ask you, who's your favorite 90s female rapper?
I would have to say Lil' Kim.
Ooh, for real? Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah, Lil' Kim. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. What would Left Eye say to you if she was still here about your music right now?
She'd probably say, man, good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, she was about promoting love as well, before she passed away. God bless the dead, rest in peace, Left Eye. Amen. So I think she'd be proud of me for what I'm trying to accomplish. I really tried to challenge myself and do something positive. And I hope people perceive it as though.
Yeah, definitely. Favorite tourist spot in the world?
London, England.
Woo! Yes.
Love it. Love it.
What you love about it?
That's one of those places I can go and all I gotta do is, even though I got the microphone, they still singing louder than me.
Yeah.
You know, and they know every song word for word, all of the album track. They know everything. So it's a different monster over there.
That's dope. I love it. I gotta go to London, but okay. Who's your favorite '90s girl group? All of them. Like, just name them.
Favorite '90s girl group? Oh, it's so many to choose from. Oh man, I would have to say SWV.
Yes, honey. Yes.
SWV.
Yes. Go ahead. I love it. Okay. Let me think of one more. Favorite food spot in Chicago.
The one I would eat that a lot was Harold's Chicken.
Harold's Chicken, yeah.
Harold's Chicken, yep.
I used to always
now
love
they got
Harold's
one
Chicken.
down here in Atlanta, so
Oh,
I
they
ain't gotta go to
do?
Chicago. They got one here in Atlanta, yeah.
That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. I love it. They got the Mal sauce too.
They got the mile, they got the whole 9 yards, yo. And they sell Italian beefs in that joint.
What? Okay, ATL, don't let me hop over there and get you.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Donnel, for coming on today's show, man. That is just freaking dope. And thank you again, Kenya. She gonna see this too. I love you all so much.
Yes.
Thank you. You are the bomb, for real.
Appreciate you, baby girl. Yes, thank you so much.
Peace.
All right, bye-bye.